Hi, I'm Michael Ferraro, Executive Chef at Delicatessen in New York City, and today I'm going to show you my recipe for lobster mac and cheese with mascarpone. The ingredients that we're going to use today is all-purpose flour, butter, mascarpone cheese, fontina, white cheddar. I have a little bit of nutmeg, dark lobster stock, Tabasco, cognac, milk, scallion, chives, tarragon, pre-blanched pasta that we did beforehand, and poached lobster. So for step one for our sauce, what we're going to do is go ahead and add whole butter, melt that down. So what you want to do is have equal parts of whole butter and flour. So we have about a tablespoon and a half of each there. And in this step, what we're doing is we're making what's called a roux. It's the thickening agent for a mother sauce, which is our bechamel. So put that back onto the heat, and we're going to go ahead and cook that once it's combined, just for a couple minutes. Now, for this recipe, I'm not making a very thick roux. I want our roux to be thin because I want our sauce to be nice and creamy. I don't want it to be that dense. So our roux has been cooking for about 2 minutes. Now I'm going to go ahead and add in our whole milk while whisking. Now, with this sauce, once this is thickened, this is going to become a bechamel sauce. And it will thicken as soon as the milk achieves a boil. So that would activate that starch in the flour that we added, and it's going to become a creamy, milky sauce. At this point, you can raise the heat up a little bit, but you just want to be careful not to scorch the milk. As you can see, it's already starting to come to a boil and thicken. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more milk. I want to thin it out. So our sauce has been cooking for about 5 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and add in a good scoop of mascarpone cheese. A mascarpone cheese is basically whole milk that has the addition of some sort of acid. It's also very easy to make yourself. If you look up a recipe, the ingredients basically are milk, sometimes cream, and lemon juice as the acid. And what you do is you curdle the milk and then you strain it. And basically you have mascarpone. But all stores have a good quality mascarpone that you could buy. So once that mascarpone cheese is incorporated, I'm going to add some fontina. Continue whisking over low heat. We do not want to bring this back to a boil. I also am going to add a little bit of white cheddar. I like the sharpness of that. Now you can see how cheesy, creamy our sauce is. So now you just want to basically melt in all your cheeses. And once your cheeses are melted in, your sauce is ready to begin the final seasoning, which we have a little bit of cognac, a little bit of Tabasco, a very small pinch of nutmeg, our brown lobster stock, we have our scallion, tarragon, and minced chive. And I'm just going to go ahead and incorporate all of that. We have our blanched pasta that was cooked in boiling salted water. Going to go ahead and add that in. I'm going to go ahead and add in a good handful of our lobster. And now you just want to combine that all in. You see how cheesy and creamy that is. Good amount of sauce, just the right amount of pasta, nice big lobster chunks. So now what I've done here is I have a seasoned cast iron pan. By seasoning, I basically mean you just oil it, You bake it, rub it down. I have our macaroni and cheese, and our oven preheated to 350 degrees. So now I'm just going to go ahead and spoon in the appropriate amount of macaroni and cheese. Level that out. Here for the cheese that I like to use when I bake it, I have sharp white cheddar and fontina cheese. So now you just want to cover that whole top there, so when we bake it we get a nice beautiful crust. So after about 10 minutes, this is what our mac and cheese looks like. Nice golden brown crust. So for garnish, I'm going to go ahead and put some of that poached lobster over the top. Then I have a chiffonade of the green onion. I'm Michael Ferraro, Executive Chef at Delicatessen, co-owner, creator, and chef at Mac Bar in New York City. And today I've shown you lobster mac and cheese with mascarpone.